2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Microphone this way. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Yeah, got to do these tests, haven't you? Yeah, it's raining. Right, rivers come up today. We're back on the river calder. Upper stretches of the Whalley. There's a slack area here. As you can see, the river's coloured up. Not so clever for fishing for small fish, so we're going to see if we can nail a couple of chub. I fished here before, I've had chub from here before. Nice little bit of a... You can see the rapid coming through there. Then it back eddies here, and there's a slack. Now I've kept myself as far away as possible there. It's very shallow shingle, more or less up to the bridge, and then it just drops off. Not very deep, but it's slack enough to hold fish. Now I don't want to spook the fish, so what I'm going to do is I'll show you something very simple. I'm going to kick off with a black cat. Not very heavy, this black cat, maybe about 30 gram at the very most or something, might even be less than that. Doesn't go in the slack, it doesn't matter, but I want a decent enough capacity to put bait in. Maggots. I'll put a few lumps of meat in it, but I'm going to loose feed some meat. It doesn't really matter. There's going to be loose feeding bait down there anyway, just to keep it going. Quite a long tail on it. Now this line on here is colmic fenril. It's very low diameter but very high breaking. I've done that because if I get a chub that wants to get round those pillars at the arse end of that in that flow, I need to be able to pull the thing back. So it's about 0.2 diameter. I don't know whatever, it's something like £10 breaking strain on it, but it's very low diameter. Couple to this. Oh, and I've got, keep it as old school as possible, there's a couple of shot there just holding quick release swivel on there, you see, just above it there, nice and easy. There's another shot just in case there's any leaves or anything come down, it'll just snag up on that. I might be able to adjust that a little bit higher up later on. Business end, £10 line, no mucking around, size 8 hook, and a little those little screws, I can put a nice big lump of meat on that and it'll stick on the hook. So I'm just going to get everything ready and I'll catch you in a minute. Turn that round a bit. Right. Keep that there. Right, push that there. Business end of this this rig is a size 8 camasan hook and it's got a meat screw on it. It's coupled to around about £10 line. I'm going to put a big lump of meat on that. No mucking about, but we're going to be putting maggots and other things. We're going to feed the fish, you know, like quite naturally, but there's going to be a big standout bait. So we'll see how it goes on. Oh, before I carry on, I've got the microphone here, make sure it's on. I've put a marker in the bank here as they arrived, just to keep a level, an idea of the level of the river. The river's been in spate, even though I've checked the river levels and it seems okay. Don't trust them completely, things happen. So be ready to grab your gear, get up the bank if need be. It's not a tidal stretch obviously, we've got weirs on either end, but this river's been up, I can see from last night, it's been up, I'll be underwater now. That's how high, I can see the line there, it's been up. You can see the, around about there, it would have been that much higher last night, so it's dropped, but it can come up as quick as, you know, before you know it. So safety's paramount. Don't recommend going on these places unless you've got a bit of experience or you've got friends with you, and be sensible about it. It's as simple as that. Rivers can be a dangerous place. I went in the other day after I filmed doing a backstroke, which was very funny, but I panicked a little bit. Luckily I had a wading jacket on and my waders. These are neoprene so they don't fill up with water, nice and tight, and it acts like a buoyancy aid. So if I did go in, you know, I will float. It's as simple as that. In this stretch it's not as deep as obviously the River Ribble is, but it's still dangerous. You can get washed away, get tangled in roots, all sorts of things, so just keep it safe. Anyway, let's go on with the fishing. Tub, my microphone on me. In this tub here I keep a few lumps of meat which I'm going to be chucking in and putting in the feeder. In here I've got solid pieces. I could either punch it out, I've got some punches there, which I might do for the first one, or rough cut one. I might punch one out actually. And then I've got some maggots and ground bait pre-mixed in a tub. I've got some hemp on the go as well, but I put it in the freezer and it's not thawed out. I'll check it. It's not thawed out yet. Oh, you dickhead. Anyway, so what I'll do, I'll get straight on with this. I'm not using any bait trays or anything like that today, keep it as simple as possible. Right, let's get on with it. Right, I've got the meat punches. Meat punches. These are Guru meat punches, I swear by them. All different sizes, all the way up to around about, I think 12mm. So we'll use a 12mm punch, simple to use. Come in these little handy packs, got all different sizes on them. You cut your meat to the desired thickness you want. In this case, it's just about the right size for a butty, right? And what I'll do is I'll quickly show you. Keep them in the tub. Get your meat punch. Simple. Meat punch. Get the meat. Push it through. I'll show you now. So it's pushed through, and as it's pushed through, you can see there. Nice what's now. You can pull that back out. There it is. And as you sort of eject it, nice big lump of meat. Big lump. What I'll do is I just pop another bait tub on the top of that. Keep it fresh. Goes a long way. And then we'll stick it on the screw. Right, put them on the screw, simple. Let's move this microphone so you can hear me. Don't know if you'll be able to zoom it. Oh, I don't want it. Screw, there. What you do, check the direction of the screw, in this case. Counterclockwise, get your meat, put it on the end, and screw it on. It's on a hair rig, right up to the eye. And there we are. We'll pop a few bits of meat to the bottom of this black cat. Pop the cat back on it. Never a good thing when your hands are wet. Come on. There we go. Now I'm just going to underarm it. Let it find its own distance. Bait runner on. Well, once you've got the line, you'll take the tension up what you need. I'm in the slack, so don't worry about it. Just on it. Put your bait runner on, make sure that it's adjusted correctly. And my drag is already set. Most important. And we're just going to watch that tip. Going to put some maggots in, so I'll need the catapult in a minute. I'm not fishing for small fish today, although there's no reason why a big dace couldn't take that bait. reel we're using today. One of my favourite run reels, which is the Shimano 510 bait runner. Absolutely gorgeous piece of kit. Not casting to the moon today. Old school and as simple as possible. I'm going to put my coat on in a minute because it is raining. Might put the lid on that. No need to cat filter or anything like that today. Turn that microphone around a bit. That's better. And just trickle a few maggots in. Just let the flow take it naturally. Plenty of ground bait and everything and mixed in with that. More maggot than ground bait though. Let the current take it down. Little back eddy into there, no problem. Keeping yourself well away from that area. Put a few lumps of meat out. Just enough to settle in that area. And one of my top tips, cheap loaf of bread. I need to go chucking it in. Don't worry about wading around in shallow water, well away from where the fish should be. Always stirring around in the gravel, loosen up some goodies for those fish to eat. Make sure you use a very strong footrest when you're doing this. Takes can be quite violent. If you haven't got your rod secured, you just drag it in. Or crack your line off when it does drag it in. Only using an 11-foot rod within slack water. I'm not casting very far. Much better control on a tight area like this with an 11-foot rod, and if we do hook and fish we'll be landing them in very shallow water, so I want those fish to be as close as possible. Pointless putting on, you know, you could go a lot smaller than that. I want 9-foot rods which are doing perfect for the job. John Wilson Avon combi rods are absolutely superb for this job. Using the heaviest tip today, which I haven't got a clue, it might be like about a 3-ounce tip. Keep active, we're in winter. Fish are in sort of like cold mode. You need to put bait in, casting in, regular basis to spark anything. Sitting on a bait for hours and hours and hours might suit some people, it doesn't suit me. Meat's still securely fixed to that. Still got a few cubes of meat left inside that feeder, which is putting the scent out all the time. We'll refill it with maggot. What I did is I put it into the flow then. I know it's slack on the edge of the flow towards the right. So what I did is I let the flow push the feeder to a natural spot right on the edge of the crease. best bait today could be maggot. But what we'll do is we'll start it off on the meat, just to see. There's a bonus fish under there already. If there isn't, we'll pop it onto the maggots and see what happens. Again, another slice of bread. Slice of bread, when it's mashed, introduced to the water like that, disintegrates in seconds, believe me. Let it flush down. You see those gentle movements up and down with the tip? That's just a flow or possibly debris coming on the line or anything. The only what we're looking for is constant movements or vicious movements or a run. The meat that's inside the feeder is serving one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to leave a scent trail of the meat. Water's very cold, 2 degrees above freezing by the... yeah, it's ice cold out. Roughly around about 11 o'clock. Plan today is just to fish for one fish. It's a beautiful area around here. Beautiful old bridge. This is the bridge that goes into Whalley Town Centre. Never visited. Come and visit. Come and spend your money in the pubs, bars, restaurants. Beautiful. Some bait with a catapult into the very slack water there. Hopefully it'll pile up in a little circle. And I'm hoping to do the same with the hemp when it's defrosted. Shows exactly where I put the shot there on the line. You see, stops all that crud, leaves and stuff, actually coming down and covering the feeder. And the bait's still on. Going for a cigarette break. Watch that log for me. Hoping that little punch of meat will be just bouncing around like that. only good thing to say is the bait has stayed on all day. I'm going to experiment before I crack with. Obviously the meat's what is working. So you can start from that one. Right, try size 16 on that and 4-pound line. A bit heavy on here, but okay. The meat wasn't working. So empty that meat. Oh, I might leave that meat in there actually. Just like that. Some maggots on the hook. Let's just have a quick look. It's going to be a quick look because I have a look. We're actually doing this at this time of the year. There's always a possibility that chub, possibly grayling. So we'll watch that. I don't think the maggots were taken on the bigger hook. I put a smaller hook on, obviously better presentation and all the rest of it. But there's no response on the meat, so I don't think there's any chub in the area, I really don't. We'll watch it like a hawk. Give it a couple of casts, that's it, and then I think we're going to pack up and go home. I've been here since must have been about 11 o'clock, I suppose, I don't know. Can't remember what time it is, I'll have to check. But it's now 1:30. Might give it half an hour. Nothing's worked today. As always, even if I did get a chub that didn't want meat and fancied maggot, and I did hook it on this gear, there's not a problem landing it still. The hook length's around about 4 pounds. Watch the rod, I'm going for a quick cigarette. That is my last cast. So I don't care if it's that big or it's that big, whatever it is, or zero, I'm going. I've had enough. That was a bite. Believe it or not, it was a bite. It was a definite bite. Oh, that's a bite. They're bites. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, thank God for that. Took long enough. Absolute stunning. Calm down, sweethearts. Calm down. Calm down. Beautiful. Grayling. Absolutely. Oh, it's got that smell to it now. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. And we'll let her go. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, get in there. Well chuffed. Gotta have another cast. Oh, I'm well chuffed. I've worked hard today. Really have. I was happy with the cast on that one. Oh, beautiful grayling. Get in there. Yes. What to do next time, leave the meat at home. So obviously there's grayling in the swim. I'm really happy. I will be trotting for them very soon, I reckon. Can fix my waders. That was the first bite. Well, it started off as a nightmare, ended up as a dream. And that's got to be my favourite fish, easily of the year. Loved it. Look, enjoyed that very much. Hope you enjoyed the film. Hope you enjoyed looking at beautiful grayling. Absolutely stunning, beautiful fish. Lovely location. When this water drops out and the colours dropped out of it in the next few days, I hope, I will be returning. Hopefully with some more grayling. We'll do a bit of trotting. Very light trotting gear. Wade out there. See how we get on with these grayling in the next few days. Keep an eye out for the next film. If you love grayling, I'll be back for you. Enjoy the weekend. Don't forget,
subscribe, tell your friends, share, and most of all like. Please subscribe if you enjoy the films, and I'll catch you later. Do that chicken dance, chicken dance, chicken dance.